included in that Bible. If you're not reading the King James 1611 version of the Bible, then you have to buy those books separately, or you have to get them separately. Okay. So there are also versions online that you can read. But today we're going to go into the book of Jasper, which is an apocryphal book. But before we do that, I want to refresh with the identity of Africa and the Africans in the book of Jeremiah. It explains that they were Kushic, and Kushite. Okay. Cush was mentioned several times in the terms of the geographical location as a person's name in the book of Jeremiah. Although debate still exists among scholars as to whether Cush as a geographical location refers to Africa or Mesopotamia. But let's just go a little further than that, because we know that we spoke about Cush last week, and we know that the people of Cush are people of color. In the major prophets, the term used to refer to Africa and Africans appear more than how many times? 180 times. Cush also appears as a geographical location, but it's also a people. And we can read that in Jeremiah 36 and 14, okay, where the ancestors of Yehudi, the prince who read Jeremiah, script to King Jekahom. And I might have did that wrong, but you know, Jekahom, were traced to Kushite, okay? So I'm going to show you what these people look like. These are the people of Cush today. And if you look at this picture right here, these are the Kushitics, then the Bantus, and the Nilotic. These are all Kushites. All praises to the Most High. These are all Kushites. Now, this is something different from in the Apocrypha. After Moses left Egypt, in the book of Jasper, chapter 76, it says, and Moses, the son of, now you might have never heard this, okay? You might have never read this or even heard this before, because again, this is the Apocrypha book of Jasper. Some say Jasper, some say Jasper. So this may be new information for some people, and for some people it may not. It just may be just more information. And Moses, the son of Amram, was still king in the land of Cush in those days, and he prospered in his kingdom, and he conducted the government of the children of Cush in justice, in righteousness, and integrity. And all the children of Cush loved Moses all the days that he reigned over them, and all the inhabitants of the land of Cush were greatly afraid of him. And in the 40th year of the reign of Moses over Cush, Moses was sitting on the royal throne with Adonai. The queen was before him, and all the nobles were sitting around him. And Adonai, the queen, said before the king and the princes, what is this thing which you, the children of Cush, have done for this long time? Surely you know that you, for 40 years, that this man has reigned over Cush, he has not approached me, nor has he served the gods of the children of Cush. Now therefore, hear, all ye children of Cush, and let this man no more reign over you, as he is not of our flesh. Behold, Menacrus, my son is grown up. Let him reign over you, for it is better for you to serve the son of your Lord. Now they're talking about the gods that they serve, than to serve a stranger, slave of the king of Egypt. And all the people and nobles of the children of Cush heard the words which Adonai, the queen, had spoken in their ears. So I just want you to understand that when Moses left Egypt, he became the king of Cush. He reigned there. And I believe someone said that I believe that the Most High did that to Moses so that he could be prepared to bring the children of Israel out of Egypt. He had to know how it felt to be in control, how to lead people. Okay. So Moses, this is speaking about Moses. Again, this is the book of Jasher, chapter 76. And it says, and all the people were preparing until the evening, and in the morning they rose up early and made Menacrus, son of Cacanus, king over them. So they went behind Moses and said, look, we don't want Moses because he don't serve the same gods we serve. See, we serve a whole lot of gods over here, and he is serving one God. Okay, so, and we know that he's the king of Egypt, so we want to just switch it up. Okay, and they did. And the children of Cush were afraid to stretch forth their hand against Moses, for the Most High was with Moses. And the children of Cush remembered the oath which they swore unto Moses. Therefore, they did no harm to him. But the children of Cush gave many presents to Moses and sent him along his way with great honor. So Moses went forth from the land of Cush and went home and ceased to reign over Cush. And Moses was 66 years old when he went out of the land of Cush. For the thing was from the Most High, for the period had arrived which he had appointed in the days of old, to bring forth Israel from the affliction of the children of Ham. Did you all get that? Did you get that? I hope you got that. We talked about Ham. We talked about the curse of Ham. And I explained that that curse was not on the children of Israel. No, it wasn't. So when you're talking about Hamites or the Hamites, those are the Egyptians. Okay? Did everybody get that? So Moses went to Midian. Now he's going to go marry Zipporah. For he was afraid to return to Egypt for the account of Pharaoh. And he went and sat at a well of water in Midian. Now, this is where the scripture picks up from Moses. Been in Midian, and he's at the well. Then he meets his wife, Zipporah, right? So it's important that we read the Apocryphas because it's a lot of information in there that we're missing, right? All praises. So has anyone heard that story thus far? Has anyone heard the story that I just read about Moses being the king of Cush? Yes, no, yes. I see yes. I see wow. I see yes, yes, yes. All praises. We're all on the same page. Isn't he good? All praises to the Most High. So we know that now that we know that about Moses, I said that we wanted to go over that because we want to keep everything in perspective. We talked about the curses, right, in Deuteronomy 28. And we know the curses happen for a reason. And I hope you all got an opportunity to read Deuteronomy 28. I think that was our little homework. Just read Deuteronomy 28, and you will find out how the Most High scattered us among all the nations. You can find people of color in China. You can find us in India. You can find us in all over the nations. The scriptures is not a lie, people. The scriptures is true. So we also know that in Luke 21, it talks about the destruction of Jerusalem. It says they will be killed by the sword or sent away as captives to all the nations of the world. That's the New Testament. That's the New Testament. So a lot of people think that, oh, that's just all Old Testament. Nope, 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 no. This is the New Testament, and it's still talking about the same people, the Israelites. Okay? And we were scattered all over. And I don't know if you all ever read the book From Babylon to Timbuktu, but it's a good book. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have to check, but I do have it on PDF. And if anyone wants it, just put a yes in the chat box, and I will how would I give it to you? I'll either email it to you or I'll put it on a blog, and that way you can get it from there. Okay. So that you can have it and read the references for yourself. In the book of Babylon from Timbuktu, is all about people of color, the Moors. It tells about everything regarding us. But on page 84, it says, in the years